A homeowner from Brooklyn thought he was making his neighborhood safe for pedestrians, but when he reported his neighbor for an uneven sidewalk, he wound up getting numerous violations of his own. That's when he called for Tabby Phillips and got 7 on your side.
Does this sidewalk look dangerous to you?
I have no idea what they're looking at.
Abby Weissman is talking about violations he got for his sidewalk. It all started a couple of months ago when Abby called the city complaining about this, his neighbor's buckled and crumbling sidewalk.
Because I had fallen on their sidewalk twice.
But when city inspectors came out, Abby was issued violations for 5 of his 7 flags or squares. They told him they needed to be replaced.
And there's really nothing wrong with my sidewalk.
But the DOT disagreed. In New York, as in many cities, homeowners are responsible for the maintenance of sidewalks in front of their property. Abby was cited for a trip hazard. So they're telling you that these 2 flags are a trip hazard?
Yes.
And a standard for trip hazard is more than a ½ an inch difference?
Yes.
Well, these are not even anywhere close to a ½ an inch difference.
No.
When we contacted DOT, they told us the trip hazard was not between the flags, it was here. Part of Abby's sidewalk is more than a ½ an inch higher than the curb, which is already 3 inches higher than the street. Abby couldn't believe it.
That to me is absurd.
Abby was also cited for cementing these hairline cracks. He estimates replacing 5 flags would cost close to $1,400. And if he doesn't, the city can do it themselves and charge him.
Every time I hear a jackhammer or whatever, I'm nervous that somebody showed up and is ripping apart my sidewalk for nothing.
So how do DOT sidewalks compare? We went to 3 DOT locations to find out. There, we found numerous trip risks greater than the ½ inch the regulation cite. The worst was this sidewalk on Court Street with numerous pockmarks and cracks deeper than an inch. The DOT told us they don't own any of these properties and that some have outstanding violations. As for Abby's violations, the DOT said, keeping the city's sidewalks safe and free of hazards is a principle of safety for everyone. Property owners must take sidewalk defects seriously and repair them. They told us Abby's neighbor was also cited, but Abby feels like being a good Samaritan backfired on him.
It's like some sort of Kafka-esque nightmare where I don't know who my accusers are and I don't know how to get out of it.
Abby finally called the Parks Department, since the roots from the city-owned tree in front of his house may have caused the cracks.
This means Abby has one more recourse. If the tree did cause the cracks, he can file a claim with the city to be reimbursed for at least some of the cost of his sidewalk repair. Tabby Phillips, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.